guys, welcome back to Kuma Reviews. We're taking a look at Fans Toys FT-45 SpinDrift. This is the second version of SpinDrift. More aesthetic revisions than anything else, I believe. I took a look at the old school one, just pictures of them and stuff like that, and it does look quite a bit dated and stuff. And yeah, so I'm glad to have this come out. Sea Spray is actually a favorite of mine, so let's have them at this scale as well. So to the top of the turbine things, they're about 5 1/4 inches tall. Propellers, 6 1/4 inches tall. Alright. In terms of what comes in the box, 2 blasters and an alternate head. The alternate head is a G1 toy style head. Instructions, of course, card, box. Yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. Give you guys a roundabout here. I love the detailing on this. I really, really do. So there's that. All right. Now I had to make a little correction here. Filmed this review kind of out of order. So we're from alt to bot mode. And if you notice in the last section there, the feet, there was a gap right here. So I had to pull those back so that they set flat. Would have been nice to record it all the way through, but it's what it is. Now looking at the articulation. The head, not on a ball joint, but still same functions. 360, all that good stuff. Alright, shoulder roundabout, parallel. Elbows, 45 degrees. So, I'm just making sure we're focused there. Alright, wrist, do have swivel. Minor swivel because of little things on the forearms that stick out. There is finger articulation, but it's the main 4 fingers, not the thumb, and they're all on one, I don't know, hinge? There we go. Waist articulation, okay. 360. Now this skirt actually does, oops, while I'm unsnapping it there. Now that's the first time that's happened to me. That's what I get for rushing, but, okay. The problem with these painted figures is so much stuff seizes and stuff like that, man, one thing will be easy to move one time, hard to move another time just because you let it set. But that's what happened there. It's always moved pretty fluid, but that time, because I have it for a bit, alright? So front, back, limited. This doesn't flip or anything like that. It's all flat in the back. Alright. Outward, which is impressive. Okay. Thigh swivel, limited. Alright. I could already see some paint chipping there, which sucks. Alright. Knees. Alright. And then, this is kind of wild, the hinge, because of the transformation and stuff. There's a lot that you can do with the foot there. But in terms of tilt, not crazy much, unfortunately. Alright. And he comes with 2 blasters. Not because he had 2 blasters in the cartoon, but to even it out when he's in his alt mode. Because you can store the weapons on his side or the front. We'll go over that too. But that's a nice addition, but like, he looks good, but he's very awkward in terms of his articulation. I'm admittedly not the biggest fan of how he works, but I mean, yeah. Okay, and when it comes down to its articulation, I feel like this is kind of the crux of what you're going to get with him. He's very, very, very basic. Not in a bad way. I mean, he is a mini-bot, this and that, but, I mean, I've seen Legend scale figures with better articulation, but at the same time, I'm starting to realize that's just not Fan Toys' thing. They've kind of got their market that accepts them being very basic in that regard, and yeah, that's what they're going to go by. But if you're wanting something that's more, I guess, up to date, this ain't it. Okay, and here it is next to a couple of other masterpiece scale bots. It's hard to really do these comparisons because I don't know what everybody owns and stuff like that, but the Optimus Prime here, this is the Magic Square Light of Freedom. He's about 9 3/4, a little bit over. And Fans Toys Apache, their Springer is about, let's see, that can't be right. Well, okay, so I'm getting 9.5 there. And then for Prime, I'm getting 9 3/4. Maybe Prime really is taller. Holy crap. They just don't look it from this angle. But I guess when I back up, Prime is blatantly taller. So, alright. My bad. Sorry for rambling there. But yeah, there is next to a couple of more leader class bots. Alright guys, looking at its alt mode here, Sea Spray is pretty established, and you don't really see companies going outside of its established alt mode. It's a hovercraft, so this one does a really good job. In fact, this is about my favorite Sea Spray alt mode that I've seen to date. It's just, even though it's got like the lining and stuff like that, it's really just clean in terms of its design. So, give you guys a quick roundabout here, not using the turnstile or anything like that. The propellers rotate. It does have wheels on the bottom. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got a couple of flaps up. 2 right here and 2 right here. This is so that I can show you guys the different weapon placements. They can go either in the front, like so, or they can go towards the back here, if I can do this right. Like so. Boom. And boom. Oops. Boom. I actually like the back placement better. Alright. And the flaps, in both the back and front, they do flip down. But these front ones especially, like, they take a lot of effort to flip back and forth. I've only done it once for this review, so hopefully they flip back and forth easier now, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the alt mode. I like it. And okay, final thoughts on this guy. Again, Fans Toys FT-45 SpinDrift 2.0, their second version of the Transformers G1 Minibot Sea Spray. It's okay. Aesthetically, it's freaking great. But in terms of articulation and stuff like that, it's a very awkward figure. And honestly, when it comes to articulation, I'm starting to realize Fans Toys just isn't for me personally. I like to be able to do some really dynamic stuff with my bots, and honestly, Fans Toys make stuff that's pretty dated in that regard. Like, it's not bad, but it's not what I feel you pay for, you know? With them, the money goes more towards, like, a bunch of paint and stuff like that I don't personally really care for, but they've acquired a big fan base. So, I mean, they're doing what they do for, you know, their people or whatever. But yeah, in terms of, as a figure, it's okay. I'd give it, like, maybe a 6 out of 10 at best, like in terms of just articulation, engineering, and stuff like that. But aesthetic, holy crap, it's like a 12 out of 10. So I don't know how you balance that out and what's more important to you, but take it for what it's worth. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the article and gallery on kumastyle.com, and I'll see you next time.